Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
Hi, I'm Jennie McCafferty with the Michigan Golfer, and with me is Phyllis Barone. We are at Oakland Hills, one of the most storied golf courses in the world. And what a day we've had, Phyllis.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Jenny. It's been so much fun. It got a little hot out there, but every hole out here is just so picturesque. You just don't want to leave. It's really crazy, and the greens were wickedly fast, weren't they?
And they were perfect.
Yes, everything out here is perfect. That's a good word. Yeah. Everything is perfect and picturesque. P&P.
In fact, it's 360 degrees perfect. Picture perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were talking earlier about the redesign because we played the North course, obviously, because the South it won't be ready till next spring. And it's my understanding that when they redesigned it, they added 90 bunkers. And I think I found about every one of them. Don't you think, Jenny?
We got a lot of practice hitting out of the sand today.
Yes, we did. And I feel pretty good because I got out of it pretty well. So, yeah, it was definitely a challenge. But like I said, every hole was more picturesque than the next, and you just didn't want to leave the course, right?
No, we didn't. In fact, we played 18, and every group played with a member, and our member was Glenn, and he was a great tour guide.
Oh, absolutely. He gave us some history, and I got to hug the big tree that was 450 yards. No, 450 yards. 450 years old. And I guess it is older than me and you, right, Jenny?
A little bit.
Yeah. So that was really cool. And, yeah, he really explained what they were doing. And then we got a little bit of history earlier from the architect, Gil Hance, right? And Steve Brady, the pro, kind of filled us in on the drainage and what they did. And that, to me, is fascinating.
$12 million on the drainage.
Well, I think they said they put about $12 million into the renovation, but the drainage was the most costly out of that, right? Yeah, it's really fascinating, and you can actually, he said 4 people can fit down into that tunnel where they drain it, and they said that they can adjust the greens to a temperature. So if they want it to be, colder or warmer, depending on what the temperature is, it's just, I think it's amazing technology what they've done.
It is, and the most amazing thing about it is you don't see it.
Exactly. Yeah, there's just a big, huge, silver plank down there, right? It looks like a big well, and then, like you said, you open it up and you can fit 4 people down there. I said, maybe they'll bury bodies down there one day. Who knows? Find some golfers down there that missed the freaking shot or something. Anyway.
Well, actually, behind us is some of what's going on with the South course, but we crossed the bridge to play the North course, right. And I discovered where the hills in Oakland Hills name comes from. We saw lots of balls roll downhill, mostly downhill.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I said, they told us that the greens were stumping at, I think, 12, and they were wickedly fast, wickedly fast.
Yeah. Partly because it was 93 today.
Yes, absolutely. It was very hot, very hot. But as you can see, if you look in the background here, the South course is underway, and I think that the one thing that they pointed out was that they're using a lot of sand, and that also involves the drainage because it's better to have sand on your course because it drains better. So they really are doing a lot of really cool things out here and renovating the course. $12 million, I guess you could do a lot of stuff.
It's amazing to think that beneath that nice soft green is all kinds of engineering.
Oh, absolutely. They've thought of everything from, like he said, the fairways to the greens, and they had to measure millimeters on the green to figure out how it was going to roll. It's crazy. It's really, it's amazing. It really is amazing.
Well, before we played, we had a really nice introduction to what's going to happen with the South course with Gil Hance, who's the architect of the renovation, who also happened to be the architect of the Olympic course in Rio, right. And Steve Brady, who's the pro here. And somebody said, I'm surprised that Steve Brady is such a good speaker. I'm not.
No, he was fabulous. And I guess that he was here for about 20 years. Mm-hmm. He was a former assistant pro. But, yeah, he was very articulate, gave us a good history and what's going on and what they actually did to the course. And like I said, it's going to be open, I think he said in the spring, right, Jenny? Next year? Right, yeah. So, and they're still working on it, obviously, and all the members get to play the North Course, I guess, a gazillion times, but it's in wonderful shape for all the play it's had this year.
You could have fooled me. I'm a little bit surprised that the North Course gets less attention, but there you have it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, like I said, I've always loved the North Course. It's been one of my favorites for a long time. And again, the bunkering is just, every hole it's breathtaking on every hole. And a lot of elevation, and it's just a really cool course to play.
Well, it was a treat to get to play. Thank you for playing with us, and thank you, Glenn, for being our tour guide.
Absolutely. It was a great day out here at Oakland Hills.